When I was about 13, I wanted to make a gaming channel. Now, several years later, where the platform is so oversaturated it's almost impossible to come up with original quality content, as well as the fact that my voice went 2% deeper since 2012, I'm finally doing it! That's a pretty cool fact, right? You know what else is cool? Not me, apparently, but yeah, snow, snow is cool. Snow is absolutely great. You can step on it to make a satisfying sound. You can build things with it. You can hurl that shit at your friend's face and everyone will have a jolly old time. It's a shame I don't see much snow where I live, which makes me wish I could just make it appear out of nowhere. But instead I'll enjoy a different outlet to appreciate snow, that is, in video games. Now, as games are getting more realistic, snow has been looking and feeling better with every step. But let's take a step back and look at the history of snow in video games. One of the earliest games to include snow, or more broadly ice, is Ice Climbers. And for a game about ice, there's not really much going on here. I mean, sure, it's a very old game in the days of the Ataris, the Masters and the NESs, and in between the 80s and 90s, snow and ice was used as more of an aesthetic purpose rather than something for immersion or an opportunity for wacky new gameplay mechanics. Exhibit A, Sonic 3's Ice Cap Zone. When you start the zone, you immediately see Sonic speeding down on a board, something that definitely never gets old. But if you stop focusing on that blue thing and look at the other blue things, then you see that this zone is all about, as the name suggests, ice. Snowy trees, icy crystals, slippery slopes. What the fuck is that green shit? This zone also has sort of a merge between theme and gameplay. Normal spikes are now replaced by ice spikes, item boxes are encased in a shell of ice that you have to first break in order to get it. Sonic Mania actually takes the same premise in their own zone, Press Garden, but it also has a thing where Sonic's momentum is kept when he freezes, which I just find quite cool and funny. Going back because my stupid ass jumped too far, we have Exhibit B, Super Mario 64. Mario 64's Cool Mountain is the fourth stage in the game, and as a whole, the theme of snow and ice is mainly for its aesthetic. Shut the fuck up! But as I was saying, the theme of the level doesn't really have any gameplay features other than the sliding, but, well, Mario fucking slides everywhere, so I'm not really sure if that counts. Mario Odyssey, on the other hand, enhances on these visuals in its Snow Kingdom, and, well, that's to be expected, these two games are 21 years apart. But it adds a little more, just to bring in some immersion to the game. Standing idly by, you can see Mario shivering in the cold, and swimming in water will damage you because of its freezing temperatures. Just like my heart. Moving on, we're nearing the 2000s, and we're going to start with Pokemon. I know I've probably jumped like 50 games with a snowy theme on them, but I'm too lazy to do any more research. I also have a confession to make. I only played like 2 Pokemon games, and oh look at that, I'm in hell now. Some of the Pokemon games uses the theme of ice and snow as sort of a gimmick for one of their gyms. Pokemon Gold and Silver's Mahogany Gym makes you slide around the place, so in order to progress you need to find the correct route to the gym leader. Pokemon Emerald takes a different approach and makes it so that the ice beneath your feet begins to break once you walk past it, making you unable to turn back or you'll fall. Diamond and Pearl did the same thing as Gold and Silver, but they added snowballs. Speaking of Diamond and Pearl, what starter did you pick? I hope you picked Piplup, because we're going to be talking about penguins. More specifically, Club Penguin. Hell yeah, I'm talking about this. Club Penguin was a game I played extensively as a kid, and it's also a great game to show how the theme can be used to provide fun gameplay. You could customize your penguin and igloo, and you'd be a poor bitch if you didn't have a membership. Fun fact, I remember emailing some Club Penguin email to try and convince them to give me a free membership. Yeah, they didn't. I was very sad. The minigames revolved around the whole Arctic theme. You got aqua gravel, ice fishing, sled racing, Pizzatron 3000. I know that's not a relevant game to talk about, but man, I played the fuck out of that. You can also throw snowballs, and I don't understand why every other game doesn't do this. Club Penguin was fantastic, and I know I'm 2 years late to this, but rest in peace, my friend. As we're getting closer to the present, video game graphics were getting better and better. First on my list, Metro 2033. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of a little bitch. And I've barely played Metro 2033 because of how terrified I am of a fucking everything in the game. But the game looks absolutely stunning for its time, and I just wanted to give it a mention. Hopefully I grow some balls to finish the game, but for now, I'll just keep looking to the horizon. Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn was probably the first video game I played where I was absolutely stunned at how the snow looked in it. Yeah, my standards are quite terrible if looking at white stuff gets me excited. And the Frozen Wilds DLC just expands on that look and feel of the cold atmosphere of the world, much like how the expansion of Monster Hunter World Iceborne gives us a fresh new environment to explore and settle in. The hub town of Celiana feels absolutely cozy with so many minuscule activities to do to just add to that feeling. It's a nice change of pace from oh god. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Red Dead Redemption 2. There's many things to say about Red Dead Redemption 2. Snow is definitely one of them. I personally think that Red Dead 2's snow visuals and physics are probably the best looking ones currently in video games. And that could also just be a straight up fact because you've seen how gorgeous the game looks. For a game with such attention to detail that they coded in horse balls, I'm glad they put a lot of work to make everything in the game look as realistic as it can be, as it just adds a lot more to the immersion of the game. And well, even though I haven't really had a coherent structure to this whole video, that's really the main takeaway of this topic. Snow and ice are used as themes to give a setting to the world, and well, you can sometimes add a mechanic or two to set that in stone, but it's not really necessary since its main feature is its aesthetic. And to wrap this all up, as much as Red Dead Redemption 2 uses its theme of snow in such a way to make it quite indistinguishable from reality, you can't throw snowballs at people. 0 out of 10.